Hello everyone, welcome to my GMB News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Morning missteps, the Good Morning Britain scandal. The morning light streamed through the studio windows of Good Morning Britain, catching the soft gleam of camera lenses and illuminating the smiles of and Eid Balls as they prepared to close another lively segment. It was supposed to be an easy, heartwarming transition, a link to Lorraine Kelly's upcoming show, where the veteran host would discuss her heartfelt breast cancer awareness campaign. No one in the room could have predicted how a single, ill-timed comment would spiral into a nationwide talking point. Coming up next, said cheerfully, her tone as crisp as the morning air, Lorraine Kelly joins us to discuss her powerful campaign raising awareness for breast cancer, and why she's decided to quite literally bear all for the cause. The monitor behind them flickered, cutting to Lorraine's smiling face in her studio, her signature warmth shining through even across the satellite link. Lorraine was radiant, dressed in soft pink, the of the breast cancer ribbon with a cheeky twinkle in her eye. "Good morning to you both," she beamed. "Yes, I've been getting my buns out, sorry about that, but for a very important reason." The crew chuckled quietly. Lorraine was referring, of course, to her now viral one where she posed topless, iced buns strategically placed to conceal her breasts. It was playful, empowering, and deeply symbolic. Social media had already dubbed it Lorraine's Calendar Girls moment. But then Eid Balls, always known for his unfiltered charm and political bluntness, leaned a little too close to his microphone and said, with a grin that froze the control room in place, "Great pair of buns there, I thought." For a beat, silence fell. Lorraine blinked, then smirked. "You needed big ones, Eid, considerably bigger ones." The studio burst into laughter. Eid, emboldened, added, "They look like those buns have risen beautifully." Lorraine, refusing to miss a beat, shot back, "They have, thank you." The banter might have been harmless among friends, but this was live television. As the camera cut back to the Good Morning Britain set, its expression told a story of its own. A raised eyebrow, a small sigh, a sideways glance that screamed damage control. "You know we're on television," she said pointedly. The laughter in the background faltered. Eid turned slightly pink, clearing his throat. "I was just joining in," he said, forcing a laugh. The director's voice crackled in their earpieces. "Move on, move on." Did, professionally, gracefully, but the tension lingered like static in the air. Backstage, as cameras went to commercial, the energy was electric. Producers exchanged nervous glances. The show's social media team was already watching the clip trend. Someone muttered, "Well, that's going viral." Always composed, placed her cue cards on the table and turned to Eid. You can't just say things like that anymore, right?" Eid sighed, rubbing the back of his neck. "It was just banter." Lorraine was laughing. "That's not the point," she replied, softer now but firm. "We're on national television. People will take it the wrong way." He nodded, a little sheepishly. He'd been in politics long enough to when he'd stepped over a line. Later that morning, the saga continued, live on Lorraine's show itself. Eid appeared as a guest, walking on set with that familiar half-embarrassed grin. Lorraine greeted him with open arms and a laugh. "Look who's here, the man who got told off before breakfast." The audience chuckled. Eid raised his hands defensively. "I'm on my best now," he said. "Having said your buns were well risen and being told off by, I'm treading carefully." Lorraine grinned. "Good, we don't want you in any more hot water." She turned serious for a moment, placing a hand on his arm. "But in all seriousness, this campaign means the world to me. It's cheeky, yes, but it's also about saving lives." The screen behind them displayed the Change Plus Check logo, Lorraine's long-running breast cancer awareness initiative. She continued, "I wanted to do something bold, something that would make people stop scrolling, look up and think, I should check myself." A clip from the played, Lorraine laughing with her crew, holding iced buns, her team cheering her on. She looked confident, powerful, free. "It's inspired by the Calendar Girls," she explained. "A bit of to start a serious conversation." Behind the scenes, Lorraine had been nervous at first. The idea of posing topless, even tastefully, even for a cause, was daunting. But her team, many of whom she'd worked with for years, surrounded her with support. Her editor, Victoria, had asked gently, "Are you sure you're comfortable being filmed like this?" Lorraine had smiled. "I'm fine, but maybe check with the crew, they might be." Everyone had laughed. The set had been filled with warmth, music, and laughter, the opposite of vulnerability. The photographer, Sophie, had also survived breast cancer herself. She approached the shoot not just as an artist, but as a woman who knew what it meant to fight. "I want this to feel empowering, not exposing," she told Lorraine. "We're showing strength, not just skin." When the photos finally aired, the reaction was overwhelming. Thousands of women posted their own bun selfies online, tagging Lorraine and sharing stories of how her campaign had inspired them to perform self-checks, and in several cases, discover early signs that saved their lives. The nation was laughing, yes, but also listening. By the afternoon, though, the other part of the story was dominating headlines. Clips of Eid's Buns remarks spread across social media. Some called it harmless, others deemed it inappropriate. Bungate trended on X, formerly Twitter. Comments flooded in. Lorraine took it in good, "Stop overreacting. Eid should know better, live TV isn't a pub chat. Handled that like a pro." Lorraine herself, ever the diplomat, later tweeted, "No offense taken, just a bit of cheeky fun, but the real message is to check your boobs." That single line helped diffuse the storm, but the debate continued. By the next morning, tabloid covers were filled with screenshots. Eid's grin, Lorraine's laugh, sharp side-eye. In a meeting with producers, Eid, "Lesson learned," he said. "Next time I'll stick to talking about pastries, not people." Smiled faintly, "That's probably wise." Later that week, Lorraine appeared on another ITV segment, reflecting on the whirlwind. "It's been a mad few days," she laughed. "I've had journalists asking about my buns more than my campaign, but honestly, if it keeps people talking about breast checks, I don't mind one bit." Her campaign, Change Plus Check, saw a surge in engagement. Donations to associated charities doubled. Hospitals reported more women booking screening appointments. What began as a playful had sparked real awareness, and even a minor national scandal along the way. In the weeks that followed, Eid leaned into the of it all. On one episode of GMB, when a cooking segment featured actual iced buns, shot him a warning glance. Eid chuckled nervously. "Don't worry," he said. "I've learned my lesson, I'll just say they look delicious." The crew burst into laughter. The ice and the buns were officially broken. But behind the laughter, Lorraine's message endured. That a little could carry a powerful truth. That vulnerability could be strength. And that sometimes, even an awkward live TV moment could lead to something truly meaningful. As Lorraine later said during a heartfelt closing monologue, "If one woman watching today checks herself and catches something early, then every joke, every headline, every bun was worth it." So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.